Good morning, everybody. Welcome to pre-market update. And we can see right now today Nasdaq futures are back in the buy zone area here. You can see we had a very rare event on last Friday where Nasdaq futures just kept dumping below the buy level. This is very, very rare. I have not seen that. Maybe this is happening like maybe 5% out of 100% of the times. And a very rare event here. But this was a good buy here. Whoever bought here, we had a nice bounce. And now we are coming back again. This is your second opportunity to buy here. So the levels are here around 24,596 and below. Good area to buy. And the other thing I wanted to show you, maybe I'll show you on daily chart, but here's triple Q live market. There was a gap open. So yesterday we opened with a gap up, massive gap. I'll show you in 1 hour chart. And now we are coming back to fill that gap. So that was important. They had to fill that gap, and it's good that they once they fill this gap, then there will be not any immediate gaps down, and then they could start to rally up. So that's what I'm thinking. And similar story on S&P 500. You can see same story here after a massive down day, now going higher, and again the buy zone. And on SPY also, I think there was a gap. You can see here right on that gap pre-market session. Okay, so that's what they're doing here. Bitcoin is down again and again in the buy zone. So you can see Bitcoin came to the buy zone again, was on the buy zone Friday, and then after a rally yesterday, again coming back. This is the idea you don't want to be shorting. This is the idea you want to be buying the Bitcoin. Okay. So let's see how things are going. Guys, please hit the like button if you like the content. I'm going through a daily chart and a long-term chart to analyze more charts here. And you can see here, this is a point of control chart. So you can see right now, the point of control is where we are right now. Um, right about we should be finding support here and maybe start to rally. And then there are other charts which I wanted to show you. This one. And this is what I'm very interested in. You can see I was telling everybody, I even released a short video saying whenever in this green RSI zone, we get a bounce. Always, pretty much every time. You can see here we got a bounce. You can see here we got a bounce. Every time we touch green, we 100% get a bounce. And you can see what's going on right now. I was saying in a bull market, we stay between red and orange line. So we were like in the red line for a while, coming back to the orange line now, right? So you can see here also time and time again, we are staying in the red and come back to orange and then eventually go back to red again. So in a bull market, that's a typical back and forth between, you can see here how nicely it is between red and orange, red and orange. So that's what I'm expecting. So worst case, we could go back and retest this orange line, 64.70 on US 500, and on MES chart, that level is around 64.95. Okay, but I think eventually we should pick up and go start going higher. In terms of daily chart, on SPX. Let's see how things are going. You can see we got a 9 count sell signal a couple of days ago, 789, actually on Thursday, and then Friday boom down. So, and this signal is pretty accurate. So next time we get that, we have to be very, very careful and wait for a couple of days and see what market is doing. Okay, and now we had a bounce, like I was saying on 1 hour chart, we had a gap up, and now they're filling that gap again. So I'll show you later on, but you can see gap up, and now they're back here, but this gap had to be filled, and that's what they're doing right now. And it's very important for S&P 500 to close above this white line. Okay, this is 20 moving average. It really needs to go up. This is live market right now. All right, and you can see here just looks like a bear flag, but they tried to rally and getting rejected now. So they could maybe they could even come back and make a double bottom here, if not more. So you can see some from they tried to rally, found rejection here, and now they can make a double bottom or make a higher low and then keep going higher, or they could come back deeper and make a double bottom like what they did here, double bottom here, rally, double bottom here. We can see rally, so that's quite possible as well. So keep that in mind um, on S&P 500, and this is by SPY. You can see already if you go to 1 hour chart, already pre-market session, we're actually going on a gap down. So that's very interesting now. So we had a gap up, now gonna go gap down. Like if I go to regular trading session, you can see we are now gonna open on a gap down. So eventually they will recover this gap. Okay, they will rally to recover this gap. And we will see, it will be very interesting. Are they going to recover the entire gap and make a new high? Not new high, make close it green, or they're going to continue lower? We don't know. We'll see which way they're going to do this. Similar story on Nasdaq. You can see Nasdaq tried to close above this white line and then gave it all back. But again on NDX, you can see 1 hour chart, we had a gap up. They had to fill this gap. This is triple Q, very close to filling this gap. And now again, there is a 7 count sell signal as well, but again, gap down. So it's gaps everywhere. And we'll see which way they want to take the market. Bitcoin again got rejected. Similar story in all the indices and the Bitcoin. So same thing here. Bitcoin, they could go higher, make a double bottom, and then rally higher, or they could make a higher low. Found support here. We don't know, so we'll see which way they want to go. We'll keep an eye on it. But after getting an 8 count signal, sell off, no buy signal yet. Ethereum, similar story, no buy signal yet. Still getting rejected on this 20 moving average. This is BTC futures. Now there is a gap, mind you, here 110. So probably they're gonna fill this gap fully and then rally. I think that might be happening. Ethereum, they fill this gap, so we can delete this 4038 gap. Now the other gap is here around 3049. So we'll see, wait and watch what way market reacts. In terms of other stocks and VIX, you can see VIX is here again up almost 13%. And with a gap up open, so let's see if they're going to keep selling off or going to next 30 level. So we'll see, but I think most likely we usually, whenever we get these volatilities, we usually more often than not, that's the bottom and then we sell off on VIX. We'll see. In terms of stock, Tesla also had a nice bounce, nice 5% day, and now giving a little bit back, so it could be coming to fill this gap at 416. nvda is also are bouncing after touching the white line, and nice support. And let's see, nvda is a big factor on what market can do next. Microsoft is also holding support, 50 moving average. Apple had this big gap, they filled it, and now just holding it here. Google also trying to rally. Let's see, right now again down pre-market, maybe coming for this gap fill 238. Amazon looks like near 200 moving average, looks solid here. Meta, Facebook also looking solid as long as above this blue line. Netflix a little bit weaker but had a nice rally. Let's see if they want to come and fill this gap at 1163. If not, they could go higher to fill this gap at 1271. avgo, nice pump, 10%, and now little down, maybe coming back for back test and then keep going higher. I'll check Micron at the end. One of the subscriber requested, and then this is CrowdStrike, also holding very nicely actually. Overall moving averages, and then ServiceNow also had a very bullish candle. Let's see if they can finally break out. Bond market looking nice. Higher highs, higher lows, looking pretty solid here. China market declining. This coming for this gap fill at 25. Commodities, crude oil crushing. So this is also filled. So oil is pretty much going lower. That's good news for the customers. Could be coming to this previous low here. So maybe it's coming here now to this low here area. We'll see. Natural gas after 9 count sell signal just declining. Gold just parabolic moves. Very overbought. I'm just watching and see how long they can run this thing. Silver had a short squeeze, looks like. You can see just keep going higher, maybe blow off top. We'll see. All depends on what gold will do. Dollar getting a 7 count sell signal, that means eventually it's gonna fall. That's good for again gold and Bitcoin. Um, what else is interesting? AMD up 3% pre-market. They're doing some partnership with Oracle, looks like. And yeah, that's about it. Let's look at Micron now. I'm just gonna spend some time on one of the customer requests. So you can see Micron gave 8 count sell signal, had a decline, now moved with the gap up. I do see some divergences happening. So you can see on RSI price making new high, but you can see RSI making lower high, so lower momentum. This one is equal momentum, so that's okay. But if I go, yeah, this is okay. So RSI is showing some divergence. This is not showing, PPO is not showing some divergence. Let's look at weekly chart. Weekly chart, you can see got a 9 count sell signal here, and very overbought on weekly. You can see we had very similar story here, very overbought, but it could still make another high and make a divergence high. Okay, so if we have something to do here, we got 7 count sell signal, went down, and then again new high. So it's very overextended. If you want to buy, I don't, this is not the level you will be looking to buy. At least this previous retest, 156, this area. If for some reason they come back there, let's see, let's draw a box here. This previous top will act as a support. So for some reason, if they drop to around 150 area, that could be a good way to, that's about 18-19% away. And in terms of daily chart, that's the first support area. And there's also multiple gaps. There's also this huge gap here. So it could also be like, you can even have another box here, small box, and this gap here. So around 140 as well. So you can buy first here around 157 and then 140 area. This is also acting as a, there's some support, this entire box actually. This whole area is, I'm gonna get rid of this other box, small box. Let's delete this. So I can see this whole area, which is the next support level, around 138 to 140 area. Okay, so first buy could be here around 153 area, and then second buy could be around 138. When we get that pullback, that should act as a support. And just keep in mind, take a screenshot of this. There's so many gaps down, so it could even go lower to fill some of these gaps. But I don't know. There needs to be some bearish news for it to do that. But it looks like at some point it will come down in future. So I think that's helpful. Okay, guys, that's it for today. And if there are any particular stocks you want me to review, let me know. And then if you want to know more about this indicator, this and Bitcoin, and you could, I'm sharing these levels. There's a link of Discord. You can join it, and these are free. I'm sharing levels of Bitcoin. But if you want to know what I'm buying and selling, what time I buy and sell, and my trades at the price I'm buying, and futures or any other stocks levels, for example, Tesla here, you need to subscribe. There's a join button in the description, bottom left. Join and let me know your user ID. That's very important. Once you tell me your user ID, I will move you to private section where I share all the details. All right, guys, take care and have a good one.